Hello, good evening to the Chua family. Hello, Belinda. Hi, Isaac. Happy birthday, Hannah. How are you, Benji? And finally, hello, Miriam. Okay, I'd like to tell you a bit about your dad. A few years back, your uncle Jason decided to take up cycling. So, as usual, he will invite everybody to join him. And your dad was conned and he bought a bike. So after a month, I did ask your dad, so how was your cycling? And your dad was not very happy about it. And he says, actually, there's not much of an impact. I don't even break a sweat after cycling half an hour. So apparently, maybe it's not his cup of tea. So I didn't ask anymore. But after several months, I heard some stories about your dad waking up before the sunrise and he starts cycling around his taman. And I'm not surprised by it. And I think among the friends, he's the one of the very few that will do cycling almost every day in a week, because most of them I know, they will only cycle maybe once or twice in a week, or maybe once in a month, or maybe once after they bought the bike and then they will put it in the store. So that is something about your dad which I believe all of you have known a long time. Even though it's just a hobby, he will put in the effort to get it done properly. So now I have to talk to your dad. 出校冇送集 video 攤去，見下仔博下去啦。最近世界後論，我看而家看到啦，我也知道而要嘢嘅意見啦。但係竟然我哋咁講一集啦，所以我真係諗到樣東西，而我自己檢查一少，真發覺到原來我老年驗去20邊檢查，所以好誇張下啦。所以我係講冇幾多責任去驗20件檢查，所以我都覺得好開心，原來我佢老年驗去20件嘅地市啊。但係因為我驗到有 cam， 所以見到我過去嗰邊我行去過去Neslo 個上啦。不過我希望我相信我一定有機會在老年驗到去背後嘅地市。OK, keep in touch. Bye bye.
I want to talk today about our friend Chua, who passed away nearly 2 years ago. He was a great boss. He guided us a lot in our work, and he was a fun guy to be around, to be in general. I mean, he was somewhat a joker at times, but he was always very knowledgeable on subjects that you would be extremely shocked about. And I always remember the first time when he told me he enjoyed American football. And he's probably like one of the only few other guys that I know in KK that actually liked it, and we kind of hit it off from there. He was always the person that guided me throughout my whole career, basically, up until his passing. And he was a great dude, man. I mean, he was just someone that comes around once in a generation. He helped a lot of people in his time. He was a very smart businessman as well. He was able to grow a company from quite not to say a small enterprise, but from a medium-sized business into what we are today, and we are still reaping the dividends of that until now. And people are feeding their families and buying cars and moving on with their lives because of his hard work and effort. And I'd like to say thank you so much to you. I hope you all the best, and I'll see you when I see you, man. Take care.
Hi, I'm Ben Te, and I had known Chua since renovating his house at Taman Jindu. He was a great friend and mentor as well. After completing his house renovation, he introduced me works, and he's the one who brought me to do government construction projects and guide me how to do it, and gave me useful advices and opinions without asking anything in return. I remember he once told me that I need to manage macro and not doing one work at a time and always pick and send workers to work and wasted my experience and knowledge. I thought about it and I agreed with him. And that's why he introduced me construction projects. I remember last time I used to go to his house in the evening and he always gave me his opinion and advices. He always helped me when I was very down emotionally and financially, until sometimes I felt ashamed of myself by asking his help. On the day of his passing, I had dreamt of him smiling and talking to me, saying that he is no more suffering and healthy already. And in my dream, he has gained weight and looked joyous and wearing a white t-shirt. The second time I dreamt of Chuan is last year before Christmas, and he looks worried and asking me to help his wife, Belinda. I had called Belinda the next day and she's at the airport going to Australia with her children, and we met up after she's back in KK. Belinda, I will always help you within my ability, which I promise Chua, and please let me know if you need anything. His memory will always be with me. I'm so grateful to have known him. Thank you.
Thanks, Belinda, for organizing this session to remember our late brother, Chua. I've known Chua since Form 4. Well, it has been 2 years since he left. But thank God that I still can remember him vividly, just because he's a great person, a great friend. He's a humble person, he's caring. There's still a lot of things we can learn from him. His dedication to his family, his cares to the office. I owe it to him personally for opening up a path in my career. I particularly miss talking to him and how to manage some stuff in the office, handling some tasks. He seems to have this special skill in him that not many of us possess. His calmness, or many of us would say his steadiness, is something that we can learn from. Well, we've lost a great friend, but I can say that his legacy lives on. Yeah. Well, thank you, Brother Chua. Thank you.